Today concept is Selenium. Today concept is Selenium. Before going to Selenium, first of all, once again I will repeat you. What do you mean by manual testing? Kirti madam, tell me what do you mean by manual testing? Currently you are working as a manual tester, right? So what do you mean by manual testing, madam?
Uh, just testing without using any kind of tools.
So everything we will do manually with our efforts we will do. That's why that is called manual testing. Everything we will do with manual efforts. Without taking any tool support, we will do with our efforts. That's why that is called manual testing. Already manual testing existed in the market. Why automation came into market? That means in manual testing we have some drawbacks. What are the drawbacks in manual testing? What are the drawbacks in manual testing? Madam,
It takes a
Sandhya?
lot of time and effort for
Hmm,
doing a small part of work also.
okay,
And especially while we are doing regression testing, automation is necessary, like it's compulsory.
okay. What are the main drawbacks? Only two drawbacks only.
Uh,
Yeah, I will tell you. More number of people required. If it is manual testing, more number of
yes,
people
yes.
required, and time consuming. It will take more time, and no accuracy. No accuracy means less accuracy. Manually we are doing less accuracy, and tiredness. Manually we are doing tiredness, and we cannot repeat the task again and again. There is no chance to repeat the task. Why? Because we are doing manually, and simultaneous actions are not possible. These are the manual testing drawbacks. But wherever we go, we need to start our career with manual testing only. So next, what do you mean by automation testing? What do you mean by automation testing?
We have some automated tools which will do all the testing work for us.
Yes. Manual testing means everything we will do manually. Automation testing means we will take the tool support and we will do testing. That's why that is called automation testing. That is the mass definition, class definition. Automation also one of the type of testing in which all the drawbacks in manual testing are addressed properly and provide speed and accuracy to the existing testing process. So just this is the manual testing is nothing but it is a basic process. Automation is nothing but advanced process. Manual is nothing but it is a basic process. Automation is nothing but it is a advanced process. My automation is not a replacement of manual testing. This is the continuation part of manual testing. But whenever you are facing the interview, that time they will ask you, madam, you are saying manual is a basic process, automation is a advanced process. You are saying, when will you do automation testing exactly? When will you do automation testing, madam? Manual is nothing but basic process. Automation is nothing but it is an advanced process. When will you do automation exactly?
When we need to do some regression testing,
Hmm.
like if we need to do a particular kind of testing, like multiple number of times, or when there is huge amount of data
Hmm.
and it's not possible to work on it manually.
So yeah, whenever the application is stable condition, then only we can do automation testing. Manual testing individually part wise also we can do. Automation means compulsory that application should be stable. Then only we can implement automation testing. After that we can do for regression testing everything, but compulsory first application should be stable. So without stable also we can do, but there is no accuracy. If you want accuracy, after getting the stability, we can implement automation testing, then we can get a good result. Okay, right.
But actually, if some companies will do that, directly
Now,
automation.
directly automation they can do, but there is no accuracy. We can't get good result. So
Yeah.
after getting stability, we can implement automation testing, then we can get good result. Right. Yeah, automation
Yeah.
tool is nothing but it is an assistant of test engineer. Yeah, automation tool is nothing but it is an assistant of test engineer. Yeah, automation tool is nothing but it is an assistant of test engineer. If you want to work with any automation tool, first of all, we should know five basic things. If you know these things, you can work with any automation tool. First of all, how to give the instructions. If it is this tool is our assistant, so without giving any instructions and information, it will not do anything. So compulsory we need to give instructions and information. Then only it will do. Otherwise, it will sit. So yeah, automation tool is nothing but it is an assistant of test engineer. If we want to work with any automation tool, first of all, we should know five basic things. First point, how to give the instructions. How to give the instructions. So first of all we need to give the instructions, then only tool will do something, otherwise it will simply it will sit. So first of all we need to give the instructions, and we need to give the information. First of all we should know how to use its recording facility, how to use its recording facility, how to use its playback facility, how to analyzing the results. If you know these things, you can work with any automation tool. My assistant is Selenium. My assistant is Selenium. I know Telugu. Selenium don't know Telugu. I know Hindi. Selenium don't know Hindi. I know in Telugu. I know English. Selenium don't know English. Selenium knows. Selenium is my assistant. Selenium. Nowadays, very very demandable tool in the world. That is Selenium. Selenium knows Java, comma Perl, comma Python, comma C Sharp, comma Ruby. So first of all, we should learn any of the scripting language. Then only we can work with Selenium very comfortably. So maximum wherever you go, 99% of people they are using only Java. So first of all, we should learn Java. Then only we can work with Selenium. First, I will teach you Java. After that, we can enter into Selenium. Right. So before going to Selenium, type of tools in the market. Type of tools. First tool, functional tools. In market, we have different functional tools. First they released Windrunner. This is out of date. Now the people are using nowadays. After that they released RFT, Rational Function Tool. This is also out of date. After that they released QTP, and after that they released Selenium. So first of all, just we should know only what are the main differences between QTP and Selenium. QTP and Selenium. What are the main differences between QTP and Selenium? QTP is a functional tool, Selenium also functional tool. Both are functional tools. So functional tools means compulsory we need to perform some actions on the functionality, then only we can say that functionality is properly working or not. So these two tools are functional tools only. QTP developed by Mercury people in 1994. Selenium introduced by Jason Huggins in 2004. 2004, Jason Huggins in 2004. Using QTP, we can work with normal window-based applications as well as web applications. Both we can. But Selenium only for web applications. In QTP, we have recording facility. Main option is recording facility. In QTP, we have recording facility. In mainly WebDriver we don't have. In mainly WebDriver we don't have. Mainly WebDriver we don't have.
What is WebDriver,
What?
sir?
Well, I will
Yeah.
tell you. One of the component we don't have. This is the only one thing you need to remember. We don't have. In mainly WebDriver, we don't have. In QTP, using QTP, we can work with only IE browser very comfortably. Selenium, we can work with multi browsers. And QTP is a commercial tool. This is the one of the main drawback. QTP is a commercial tool. Selenium is open source tool. If you have internet connection, you can download, you can use. And here we can use only VB scripting language. Here we can use multi languages like Java, Perl, Python, C Sharp, Ruby. These are the main differences between QTP and Selenium. Wherever you go, 99% of people nowadays they are encouraging only Selenium, Selenium, Selenium. Very, very demandable tool in the world. That is Selenium. So next, Selenium introduction. These are the main differences between QTP and Selenium. Over. Next, Selenium introduction. Selenium. Selenium is nothing but it is a software which contains some raw programs. So simply we can say Selenium definition. Selenium. Selenium is nothing but it is a software which contains some set of programs. Selenium is nothing but it is a software which contains some set of programs. Selenium having four components. Selenium having four components. Selenium having four components. One is Selenium IDE. Second one Selenium RC. Third one Selenium WebDriver. Last one Selenium Grid. Selenium having four components: Selenium IDE, Selenium RC, Selenium WebDriver, Selenium Grid. Selenium having four components: Selenium IDE, Selenium RC, Selenium WebDriver, Selenium Grid. So Selenium WebDriver is the one of the component. We will main focus on only Selenium WebDriver only. What is Selenium IDE? What is Selenium RC? We will discuss now. Selenium IDE. IDE means Integrated Development Environment. Integrated Development Environment. Integrated Development Environment. Selenium. What is Selenium IDE? Selenium, same definition. Selenium IDE is nothing but it is a software which contains some set of programs. Just introduction. Roughly we will discuss all components. Just for introduction purpose we are learning now. So Selenium IDE. IDE means Integrated Development Environment. What is Selenium IDE? Selenium IDE is nothing but it is a software which contains some set of programs. This set of programs we need to configure or we need to install into one user interface. Why? Because these are the programs. Selenium IDE is the programs. If you want to interact with these programs, compulsory we need to have one user interface. In the place of user interface, we are using IDE only. No need to install somewhere. No need to install somewhere. So in the place of user interface, we are using IDE only. In the place of user interface, we are using IDE only. Selenium IDE advantages. Selenium IDE advantages. We have recording and playback facility. We have recording and playback facility. Recording and playback facility. In Selenium IDE, we have recording and playback facility. And execution will be super fast. Execution will be super fast. These are the main advantages, and disadvantages, mainly advantages we will discuss later. More advantages, more disadvantages we will discuss later. So in Selenium IDE we have recording and playback facility. Execution will be super fast. Disadvantages: we can work with only Firefox browser. We can work with only Firefox browser, and we can perform very limited testing. Very limited testing. Very limited testing. That is the reason none of the people are using Selenium IDE nowadays. So we can perform very limited testing. That's the reason none of the people are using Selenium IDE nowadays. It is deprecated. It is deprecated. Right. After that they made Selenium RC. After that they made Selenium RC. Selenium RC. RC means remote control. Selenium RC. RC means remote control. What is Selenium RC? Same definition. Selenium RC is nothing but it is a software which contains some set of programs. These set of programs we need to configure into one user interface. We need to install or configure. We need to install into one user interface. In the place of user interface, we are using Eclipse. We are using Eclipse. Eclipse is nothing but it is a powerful editor to write the Java programs. If you want to write the Java programs, always we will use Eclipse. Eclipse is a powerful editor to write the Java programs. So, same definition. Selenium RC is nothing but it is a software which contains some set of programs. This set of programs we need to configure into one user interface. In the place of user interface, we are using Eclipse only. And you need to remember only one thing. If you want to work with Selenium RC, we need to start the server manually and we need to stop the server manually. We need to start the server manually and we need to stop the server manually. That's the reason none of the people are using Selenium RC also. It is also deprecated. It is also duplicated. Why? Because whenever you want to work with Selenium RC, every time we need to start the server manually, we need to stop the server manually. That means using Selenium RC also we can perform very limited testing. That's the reason none of the people not using Selenium RC also. It is deprecated. Selenium ID, Selenium RC both are deprecated. After that they made Selenium WebDriver. Selenium WebDriver. After that they made Selenium WebDriver. What is Selenium WebDriver? Selenium WebDriver is nothing but it is a software which contains some set of programs. This set of programs we need to configure or we need to install into one user interface. In the place of user interface, we are using Eclipse. Same setup. Selenium RC, Selenium WebDriver, both setups are same. So Selenium WebDriver is nothing but it is a software which contains some set of programs. These set of programs we need to configure into one user interface. In the place of user interface, we are using Eclipse only. So both setups same. What are the main differences between Selenium RC and Selenium WebDriver? So whenever you are comparing with the Selenium RC, Selenium WebDriver having some powerful setup programs, and using Selenium WebDriver we can perform unlimited testing. We can perform unlimited testing. That's the reason most of the people, most of the companies nowadays they are encouraging only Selenium WebDriver. Selenium is nothing but Selenium WebDriver only nowadays. Selenium is nothing but only Selenium WebDriver only. Selenium ID, Selenium RC both are deprecated. Okay, whenever we are comparing with the Selenium RC, Selenium WebDriver having some powerful set of programs. So using this Selenium WebDriver, we can perform unlimited testing. And moreover, Selenium WebDriver is very, very user friendly. That's the reason most of the people, most 99 percentage 9999 people they are encouraging only Selenium WebDriver only. We will keep main focus on only Selenium WebDriver only. I will teach you Selenium ID, Selenium RC also. After that you can agree with me. But Selenium WebDriver is very, very user friendly. We can perform unlimited testing. Right. Next, Selenium Grid. Next, Selenium Grid. I will teach you all components. First, only roughly we are discussing now Selenium Grid. Selenium Grid is nothing but it is a software which contains some set of programs. Using these programs, we can run test parallelly on multiple missions. We can run test parallelly on multiple missions. So at a time, if it is only single test or if it is multiple tests, we can run multiple systems. At a time, we can run multiple systems. So that's the reason we can increase the performance of the execution. What is the use? We can increase the performance of the execution. Selenium Grid is nothing but it is a software which contains some set of programs. Using these programs, we can run tests parallelly on multiple missions. So what is the use? We can increase the performance of the execution. So some of the companies are using Selenium Grid also. Selenium Grid configuration also I will show you. Right. Yeah. If you want to work with Selenium, now we should learn Java. So first Java basic concept. Java basics we will discuss now. If you want to learn Java, first of all we should know only one concept required, that is data types. If you want to learn Java, first of all we should learn some data types. Primitive data types. Primitive data types. Just basic concept required, data types required, primitive data types. In Java, we have 8 primitive data types: byte, short, int, long, float, double, boolean, char. In Java, we have 8 primitive data types: byte, short, int, long, float, double, boolean, char. In Java, we have 8 primitive data types: byte, short, int, long, float, double, boolean, char. So first 4 data types are used for store the integer values. If you want to store any integer value, we will use these 4 data types: byte, short, int, long. So integer data types. Integer data types means numerical data types like number of hands, number of legs, number of countries, number of buses, number of cars, number of fingers, number of computers, number of mobiles. Just if you want to store any numeric value, that time we will use byte, short, int, long. What is the use of four? Only one enough. By why we are discussing about four data types? So each and every one having own range. This is the 8-bit. This is 16-bit. This is 32-bit. This is 64-bit. What is bit? So each and every one having own range. This range like minus 2 power of 7 to 2 power of 7 minus 1. Short, this range is minus 2 power of 15 to 2 power of 15 minus 1. This range is minus 2 power of 31 to 2 power of 31 minus 1. This range 64 bit minus 2 power of 63 to 2 power of 63 minus 1. Alright. And the float and double are used for store the decimal values. If you want to store any decimal value, that time we will use float and double. My height is 5.9. So 5.9. So if you want to store any decimal value, that time we will use float and double. Float is 32 bit, double is 64 bit. Float is 32 bit, double is 64 bit. Boolean is used for store the true or false. If you want to store true or false, we will use Boolean. If you want to store true or false, we will use Boolean. And char is used for store the single character. If you want to store any single character, we will use char. Char is used for store the single character. Right. Here you need to remember only one thing, string. A should be cap. Whenever you are writing string, a should be cap. String is not a data type in Java. It is a free-defined function in Java. String is not a data type in Java. It is a free-defined function in Java. Always in Java and Selenium, we will use strings. Okay. String is not a data type in Java. It is a free-defined function in Java. Right. How to work with Java, we will discuss. So I will send you this software today only. I will send you software. So this is the Java software. So first of all, we need to install Java. This is the Java software. I will send you now. So first we need to install Java. It will take 2 minutes. It will take only 2 minutes. Within 2 minutes, we can install Java. Only 2 minutes. Within 2 minutes, we can install Java. If it is any operating system, it will support. After 2 minutes, just once go and check it. It is installed or not. So go to C and program files. Java folder is there. So Java installed. It will take only 2 minutes. Within 2 minutes, we can install Java. So Java after installing. So Java installed or not. If you want to know, just go to C program files. You can get Java folder. That means Java installed. All right. Next, same. I will give you Eclipse software. Next, I will give you Eclipse software. Oh, this is the Eclipse software. So if it is Java installation required, if it is Eclipse, no installation. Each and every time we need to run. Each and every time we need to run. So there is no installation for Eclipse. If it is Java, installation required. If it is Eclipse, no installation. Each and every time we need to run. Each and every time we need to run. Right. I have Eclipse software and desktop. Oh, this is the Eclipse software. So just double click on it. It will open. This folder contains 13 folders. This folder contains 13 icons or folders. So this is the Eclipse ball. Each and every time we need to double click. This is the Eclipse bar. Double click on it. Right. So it will ask you location. Where do you want these programs? Just give any location. If you want a desktop or D drive, C drive, E drive, wherever you want, you can store it. Click on OK. So this is Eclipse. This is Eclipse. So just you should know only two things. Oh, this is the save button. Save. After writing the script, we need to save the script. So save. This is the run button. Right. Save, run. So this is called Project Explorer. This plain area is called Project Explorer. This plain area is called Project Explorer. Project Explorer. So first of all, we should know if you want to work with Java or Eclipse, first of all, we should know how to create project, how to create package, how to create class. First, if you want to work with Java, first of all, we need to create one project. So after creating project, how to create project? Right click on Project Explorer, right click on Project Explorer, right click and we can take the project. After taking project, we can get two icons. One is SRC. SRC means source code. Next to JRE, Java Runtime Environment. After creating project, we can get two folders. One is SRC, second one is JRE. JRE means Java Runtime Environment. SRC means source code. Okay, project we created. After creating project, we can get SRC and JRE. Right click on SRC, we can take the package. Right click on SRC, we can take the package. Right click on package, we can take the class. This is the order. So right click on package, we can take the class. Or otherwise, directly right click on SRC, directly we can take the class also. Without taking project, directly we can take the class. In that situation, it will take under default package. It will take under default package. I will show you default package. It will take under default package. Why? Because we are not taking any package. That's the reason it will take under default package. Okay. So now I will show you. Go to Project Explorer, right click. Go to Project Explorer, right click, take new project, right. Select Java project, click on next. Give the project name. I'm giving project name is Metro. Click on finish. I created one project. After creating project, we can get two folders. One is SRC, second one is JRE. Right click on SRC, we can take the new class or package. Directly I'm taking class. Class name is class 1. Keep the mark public static void menu. Click on finish. I'm taking one class. This area is called, go directly, whenever you are taking direct class, it will take under default package. Already I told you. It will take under default package, right. Now, so this is the declaration part. So this is the unwanted statements. You can delete it. No need of these statements, right. No need of this line also. If you want write anything here, we can write it. Shortcut is SYSO control space. This is the main method. Whenever you are taking the class, if you keep the mark, then we can get this line. So this is called main method. So this is main function area. So if you want write anything, SYSO control space system.out.println. If you want write anything, we can write here. So each and every day I will teach you how to create package, how to create class. Every time I will teach you, no need to worry. So this is the first class, SYSO control space. Good evening. SYSO control space. Oh you. SYSO control space. Boy. So we can write like this. After writing the script, we need to click on save button. Okay. Top of the page, we can get save button, save and run. Beside we can get run, just run. So we can get console is hi, good evening, how are you, boy. We can get the console, right? So one second I will show you how to create package. One second I will show you. So I'm deleting everything. Delete. Click on OK. Newly I'm going to Eclipse. Double click on Eclipse. We can get Eclipse folder. So it will take only 1 minute. So each and every time we need to run. There is no installation for Eclipse. This is the Project Explorer. So go to Project Explorer, take the new project, Java project, click on next. I'm giving project name is Hyderabad. Click on finish. After creating project, we can get two icons. One is SRC, second one is JRE. Right click on SRC, take the new class. And taking class name is class 2. So now here I am keeping the mark. So then only we can get that main method, main function, or otherwise manually we can write. So here I am keeping the mark, public static void main mark I am keeping. Click on finish. So here observe carefully. These are the unwanted statements we don't want. This area is called a declaration part. Declaration, whatever you want. If you want to declare anything, here we can declare. This is the main method area. Whenever you are keeping the mark, then only we can get these statements. So if you want write anything, here we can write it. This is the main function area. If you want write anything, we can write it. SYSO shortcut, SYSO control space at a time press it. So it will print system.out.println. So if you want write anything, we can write here. Hi, SYSO control space. Good morning. SYSO control space. Tata. So like we can write it. After writing the script, we need to save and we need to click on run button. So it will print hi, good morning, Tata. So if you want to comment any single line, we will use double slash. So this is the single line comment. I don't want to run that statement. So I don't want to delete. So I want to comment. So just we can use double slash. So if I click on it will print only good morning and Tata. It will not print hi. Why? Because that line was commented. All right. Next, I want to comment to two lines. So one slash, one star, and end of the statements one star, one slash. This is multi-line comment. If you want to comment multi-lines, we will use one slash, star, and slash. Save, click on run. Tata will come. Only Tata will come. Only Tata will come. Right. So like we can work with Eclipse and Java. Eclipse and Java. Like we can work with Eclipse and Java. Madam, Kirti madam,
Yes, sir.
right. Do you know anything about Java, madam? You don't know, totally new to this area?
Yes, sir.
Okay, no need to worry. Slowly we can learn. And today I will send you this software. Tomorrow onwards, along with two more members will be there. So I will give backup to them. So this software I will send you now. Just once in, just first you need to install Java, and after that we need to run Eclipse. Any doubts, madam? Up to here?
No, sir. I'll
Just
from the link that you send, I'll just have to download it, right, sir?
no. I will send you software. Just install Java, madam.
Okay, sir.
Java means just double click on it, it will install. It will take only 2 minutes. After that, we can get Eclipse. Eclipse software also I will send you now.
Okay.
So this Eclipse software, you need to double click on it, this icon, Eclipse ball. So it will run. Okay.
Okay, sir.
After that, we can create project package class. Okay.
Okay, sir.
This class recorded file I will send you, and at the same time I will send you software also. Madam, Sandhya madam, do you have softwares, right?
సాఫ్ట్వేర్ ఉందండి ఇప్పుడే చెక్ చేస్తున్నాను యా ఇట్ షుడ్ బి దేర్ యాక్చువల్లీ యా ఇట్స్ దేర్ అండి ఎక్లిప్స్ ఐ
Just
హావ్
initially just first create one project and package and class. Start from basics. Okay,
యా
madam. Once
యా
do it, madam. Just 5 minutes. It will take only 5 minutes today class. Tomorrow I will teach you first to program in the Java. Okay. Right. Stop recording.